Did you see what Bournemouth did to Forest today? Yes. Now, I don't equate that to what they'll do against us next week, Adam, but it's certainly a statement victory for Bournemouth. 5-0 over a Nottingham Forest team that we haven't been able to beat this season. So it's certainly a big result for them, and a big setback there for Forest as well. Orbamba said, some are unhappy with the subs, but I thought it was okay. Next we play against PSV. We don't need to play our first team for that. It's more important to prepare against Bournemouth. I think people are just a little bit confused as to why Mo never ever gets taken off, and it's not from the point of view of people not thinking he's good enough for it, and it's to protect him and give him a breather. And when we're getting to the business end of the season now, and as you said, a tricky game against Bournemouth next week, I think you should take every chance you can to rest him. Canade as well was another one that I was surprised finished the 90 today. We know he's playing and carrying some pain in his knee, so why not bring Kwanzaa off or on and give Canade a breather when the game's already won? That and the Chiesa stuff, I think, is just what has some people frustrated. The Champions League's a lottery. We need to concentrate on the league. Well, it's actually not at this point, Kelvin. Once the group stage is sorted out, you can see and plot your pathway through to the final. I know what you mean by you can't, a knockout stage, that can happen. But we will. There's no draws anymore. You'll plot the way through and you'll see the pathway. Bournemouth and Everton next two Premier League games going to be very tough. Well, it shouldn't necessarily be. Like, I know Everton are our city rivals and they beat us last year, but they're not very good. So, I don't think we should be working ourselves up into a tizzy of fear over Bournemouth and Everton. It's the Premier League and no games are easy. But remember one thing. We are top of the league, and we're top of the league for a reason, because we're the best team in England. Ash said Bournemouth smashed Newcastle and Forest. Right. And we aren't Newcastle or Forest. Beat Arsenal and City at home. Cool. And we aren't Arsenal, we aren't City. Look, mate, I'm not going into the game scared. If you want to go into the game scared, that's on you, no problem. You're free to fear it as much as you want. But, if I'm the manager, I'm saying go in there and show why you're top of the league. Go down to that vitality and show that you're the best team in the league. Go win it, break Arsenal hearts a little bit more, and then put the pressure on them as they play Man City. It's a difficult game, but I don't get the scare factor. If we're at our best, we win. Beating Bournemouth on Saturday will be massive. Arsenal play on Sunday. Yeah, I love when we get to play ahead of the chase and pack. So if we can get the victory at the Vitality against Bournemouth, you're right, it puts massive pressure on Arsenal, who entertain Manchester City. City have got new players in. They want to make sure they get back into the Champions League football next season. And they want to try and fight back. So it's going to be a very interesting game. And I hope we can watch it after putting the points away against Bournemouth, because it has the potential to be a rather decisive weekend in the Premier League. If Arsenal even draw, let's say, and we win, that's 8 points with a game in hand. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it next weekend. It's going to be a good week. Bournemouth will be a hard game, but I'm not worried, said Paul White. Yeah, look, they deserve respect, of course. They're playing some great football under Iriola. But I don't fear any team in the Premier League. But it is the Premier League, and there's no gimmies. There's no real easy games in it. You got to go out there, be honest, and earn the right to win. Shane said Bournemouth are actually incredible. Well, you know what? Part of me thinks, when are we going to see Richard Hughes put out some of those signings in the Liverpool context? But you certainly have to take notice of that result today. 5-0 against a Forest team who nobody's really done that to. Certainly not us anyway. So, yeah, good result for them. Craig, I saw an Arsenal fan saying there's almost no sporting merit to us winning the league due to corruption injuries to our competitors. Yeah, let me just say this very clearly. Fuck each and every one of those arseholes. Arsenal never credit anyone. They're a classless group of fans. Every single fucking content creator out there, except Lee Gunner. They're all classless. And they said when we won the league the last time, we'd only won it because of COVID. And this time it'll be because of injuries. But you know what? It doesn't matter, because them fucking clowns won't be winning it. And they can watch on while Virgil van Dijk and Arne Slot celebrate winning the league and maybe the European Cup. And they can sit in their little bitter fandom and sit there and cry arse about it and have their winnow meters and everything else that makes them a laughing stock. But ultimately, it just shows no class. No sporting merit, no class. I've said all the way through, from the start of the season, if Arsenal win the league, I'll be on here with a sincere congratulations to them, and I meant it. But I'm not surprised to see the state of their behaviour, because all they have is, it's never our fault. It should have happened. It's everybody else's fault. It's corruption. It's injuries. Fuck each and every last one of those clowns. Don't pay attention to them. Enjoy it. They went away to Newcastle, scored 4, winning 4-1, then beat Forest, who've been defensively superb all season, 5-0. Yeah, but that means nothing to me, Shane, because we're playing them next week, and that's the result I'm fussed about. If they beat us next week, I'll be on to say well done Bournemouth and pick the bones out of it from a Liverpool perspective. But, you know, I back our team and our player and managers to go and get the job done. So yeah, I'm no fear going into it. I have respect for Bournemouth, but no fear, mate. We're top of the league. Am I not nervous about Bournemouth? No. Look, don't get me wrong. I'm not expecting to go there and it to be a walk in the park, but I'm not somebody who buys into results against other teams. You know, anything can happen on the day. Who knows how the Bournemouth game goes next week? I'm certainly not sitting here thinking it's going to be a walk in the park, but I'm also not sitting here scared about it. Again, I'll ask you, look at the league table and who's top of it. It's not Bournemouth, it's not Arsenal, it's Liverpool Football Club. And there's a reason for that. And the reason is because we're the best team in the country, mate. So they should be concerned about us, and we have to go there and prove that we deserve to win the league. Enjoy it. It's I live for this shit. Enjoy every minute of it. Because it's where I've dreamt of being as a Liverpool fan for so many years, you know, seeing us top of the league and being the ones to catch. So enjoy. Bournemouth are not scared of anyone. Why are you all so fucking scared of Bournemouth? Get over yourselves. My God. I'm so glad I'm not in a dressing room with not at all, Shane, they'll beat you or even draw. Just giving them credit because I admire them. I wish United were ran half as well as them. So I'm looking at it, Shane, thinking I wish Richard Hughes would start doing some of that work at Liverpool. But you're right, mate. For such a small club, they're definitely punching above their weight, and they're a credit to the league and to themselves, Bournemouth. I just don't understand the fear factor from a lot of Liverpool fans. You know, it'll be a tough game, no doubt about that, but, you know, I'd back us to win. Stephen L said, can we sign Kirkes in time to play against Bournemouth? I mean, we could, but we won't. You know, they're not selling him in January. So I wouldn't expect any movement there. Just keep doing what you do. F them, said Manny. I will, man, I will. And look, today I tried not to speak about the owners one bit. And, you know, people just keep coming into the chat commenting about it. And, you know, if they want to have a pop at me, I'll respond occasionally. But ultimately, I'm a very happy Liverpool fan today because that was as close to a straightforward 90 minutes as we've had in a while. Not going against you, Craig, bro, but anything can happen. So, again, you haven't heard me saying once that Liverpool are going to go and trash Bournemouth. All I've said is, I don't understand the fear. They had a great result today against a very good team in Nottingham Forest, and of course, they'll get credit for that. I'm just saying, there's a reason we're top of the league, and I believe if we go there and play to the best of our ability, we win the game. But I'm not expecting it to be easy. Not at all. But yeah, I just don't hold fear. I don't hold fear of any team in the Premier League because I think Liverpool are the best team in it this season. But, you know, I understand it's a difficult away game. But, you know, we've had joy at the Vitality, over the years. And, you know, usually when we play a team that play that kind of attacking in numbers type football, we can transition quickly, catch them on the break and catch them with their pants down a little bit. And normally in these open style games, we do very well in them.